Hey everyone, Renee from iMore.com here, and I'm going to show you how to get the most battery life possible out of your iPhone. First things first, you want to make sure your battery is not draining for any strange reason. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your iPhone, you're going to look at it. Mine says 96%. You're going to turn it off, you're going to put it down, and you're going to walk away. You're going to wait 5 minutes. You're going to pick it up, you're going to look again at the battery percentage. If it's roughly the same, if it's in a percent or two, then you are fine. There's no crazy battery drain going on. If it's 5% lower, 10% lower, if the percentage is dropping in front of your eyes, then you have a serious problem and you're going to have to diagnose it, or take it to an Apple store. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to turn off unnecessary background refresh. It's a new function in iOS 7. All you're going to do is go to Settings, General, Background App Refresh, and you're going to see all the apps that are updating in the background. Most of these apps actually do not need to do this. So if you don't need something to be updated all the time, if it's not a messaging app, if it's not something critical to you, you can just turn that off and the app will only update when you actually launch it. It will take a second or two each time, but it is much better if you want to maximize your battery life. Location is also very intensive on the battery. So you can go to Settings, and you can go all the way down to Privacy, and then across to Location Services, and you can see all the apps that are allowed to record your location. You can see here, there's a ton of them that are on. Things like Maps, I probably want to leave on, but other things, Facebook Messenger does not need to know where I am. There are some apps that can just run in the background all the time. Voice over IP, location, and streaming audio. A lot of these, like Skype, like some navigation apps, they just don't shut down when they have to. So you can double click the home button, you can turn off streaming audio, you can turn off turn by turn navigation, you can turn off voice over IP, and that will save battery life. The minute you stop using those apps, the minute you don't need them, just shut them down. Push notifications are also really convenient, but they also all add up. If you don't need them, go to Settings, go down to Notification Center, and scroll down and see all the apps that are sending you push notifications. If you don't need them, simply turn them off. I don't need to know when my friends are checking in on Foursquare maybe. I don't need to know about LinkedIn messages maybe. Anything you don't need to know about the second that it arrives, just turn it off. The two things that use the most battery life on your iPhone are the screen and the radios, especially if you're in a low reception area. So if I go to Control Center, I can turn down the brightness so that I'm not wasting a lot of power on the screen. I can also turn off things like Bluetooth if I don't need it. If I'm also in an area where I don't have a Wi-Fi connection, I can turn that off as well. There's also a bonus sixth tip. That's the nuclear option. If you're just not getting the battery life that you believe you're entitled to, you can restore your iPhone as new. Not from a backup, because backups can sometimes have a lot of errors, but just set it up as a new iPhone. Yes, it's an incredible pain in the ass, but it will probably give you the best battery life you have ever had. So that's how to get the most battery life possible out of your iPhone. I'm Renee from iMore. For more great tips, subscribe to youtube.com/iMoreVideo or follow me on Twitter @ReneeRitchie.